Forgive me. 'Tis your birth and faith that wrong you, not I.
Obadiah chapter 1 verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them, and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord, YAHAWAH hath spoken it. HALALYAM BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM QADASH. Devil honors the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well and taught us this truth through the Spirit. To the Akim out here laboring, making their bodies a living sacrifice, pushing the word out in truth and sincerity. To the Akim Wa'akwathium, listening and learning, being doers of the word and abiding in the faith. And to the speckled birds scattered abroad that look like the other nations but are truly Yasharallah Shalom. The title of this lesson will be "'Tis your birth and faith that wrong you, not I." Okay, like in the clip that you just saw from that's from Final Fantasy Tactics. It's an old game. Actually, that was from Final Fantasy Tactics: The War of the Lions. That's a remake of the original Final Fantasy Tactics on PlayStation. So that quote, I wouldn't say it really like stuck with me, but it resurfaces in my mind every now and then. It would resurface in my mind every now and then over the years, you know. And of course, in that context, I don't think that the character that said that, whose name is Delita, I don't think he is a I guess he's saying that in more of an insulting fashion, insulting, spirituality, belief, and stuff like that. But putting it in this context, looking at it really for what it is, you can tell that to Esau. Okay. Now, Esau will, just like how he did in Genesis. Well, let's get this real quick right now. Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Now, if you read the account in Genesis, he willingly sold it to his younger brother Jacob. Alright, aka Israel, okay, which is our forefather. Alright, he sold his birthright to us. Okay, so he has nothing, he shouldn't have been complaining the way he was. Let's read the next verse, verse 17. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. Alright, like the scripture said, he hated his birthright. Therefore Esau hated his birthright. He didn't care about it. He was short-sighted. He was carnal. I'm at the point to die. I need to eat now. Alright, he sold it. Alright, just because Jacob was more intellectual than he was. So Esau didn't care about his birthright, he just sold it. You have no one to blame but yourself. Okay? It's your birth and your faith. Now, what does Esau have his faith in? Himself. Alright, the sciences, falsely so-called, the pseudoscience really. He wants to create AI, he wants to do these cloning experiments, these torture experiments, all these different conspiracies that turned out to be true, these different military maneuvers, these government secrets, these Illuminati secret societies, you know, the Freemasonry, whatever the elite is doing, trying to get their new world order set in place. Okay, Esau's faith is in himself because he has pride. Alright, he is for the creature more than the creator. He refuses to humble himself under the Most High God, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Even though he knows the truth, he knows who we are, he knows we are the Israelites, he knows he is Esau, Edom, and he knows he's not going to win. But his pride hath deceived him. He deceived his own self with pride. Okay. We can actually get that in Obadiah. Verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Okay. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. So you are destined to be brought down. It's been predestinated by Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Okay, it's just, you're meant to be brought down. Okay, this is how the Lord set everything up. You are the villain. You are the villain. You are the evil. You are the damn devil. And there's nothing you can do about it. Okay? You will be exterminated. Okay, you're not going to win. It's already been written, and you have read this, and you know what's coming to you, and you are still going to try to combat Yahawashi and the angels. You're still going to try to fight against them because you are so prideful. You created your space force. You lied about going outer space. You made up so many lies for the world to believe in. Okay? You subjugated the world by means of the miracles that the Lord allowed you to do. See, He allowed you to do all this. Okay, He gave you that strong delusion of pride to make you think that you're even worth shit on the ground. Some spit that anyone just hawks out. You really believe that you're worth anything. When the Lord is going to exterminate you, you're nothing. The world's gonna be better off without you. The nations will be better off without you. Even down to the plants and animals are gonna be better off without your carbon footprint, your so-called carbon footprint, your big carbon footprint that you speak about so much. So you want to claim that we need to reduce the population. You want to erect those Georgia Guidestones as if you are really going to, bring your new world order into fruition. You have so much pride. It's unbelievable. Even down to the average Joe Edomite that you see every day. They have so much pride because they know that this is their kingdom. And you can't really be mad at them. Well, of course we can be mad at them. But, you know what I mean? It's just a figure of speech, I guess. Like, of course they're prideful. Okay, Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel, which Teman is the wisest of the damn Edomites. They're supposed to be the smartest ones. Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan. For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. Right? So, when calamity comes upon you, if someone brings calamity upon you, whether they're robbing you, doing whatever, they're going to go until they've had their fill. They're going to go until there's enough. They're going to go until their basket is full, so to speak. But that's not how the Most High is going to get down with you. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. And he is not meaning he's nothing. Okay, he's been spoiled, and he's nothing. Now he's nothing. Even down to your secret places, to your underground bunkers, to your hiding spots that all your CEOs step down to go hide in to avoid, the judge, jury, to avoid the sentencing for the wickedness, the evil crimes against humanity that they've been a part of, that they've been benefiting off of, that they've committed. The Lord's going to expose all of that, and you are getting exposed. Okay? These curses are being turned upon you damn devils. Okay? This is Romans chapter 9, starting at verse 13. Alright? 'Tis your birth and faith that wrong you, not I. Okay, this is what BAHASHAM Yahawashi put in place. This is what he ordained. Okay? Now if you want to blame anyone, blame yourself. Because you are a wicked, evil piece of shit. And you didn't care about your birthright. You don't care about it to this day. Now you are just angry, you're bitter, and you just want to blame us. You just want to take your anger out on us. You're just jealous. You're envious. You're just wicked. You enjoy bloodshed. Okay, you love bloodshed so much. Alright, let me get that verse. I can't really remember. Yes, Ezekiel 35. Y'all should read Ezekiel 35 as well. That's heavy on Esau, Edom. But I'll just read this, okay? You know what? I'll read up at verse 5. Ezekiel 35 verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword. The modern day sword is the gun. In the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, Yahweh, I will prepare unto thee. I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Okay? Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men. In thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I'll stop right there. But clearly, the Lord is not playing with Esau, Edom. This is your lot. This is what the Lord has planned for you. This is what YAHAWASHI has planned for Esau, Edom. Okay? The Lord went so far as to exclaim explicitly numerous times, I have hated Esau. I hate Esau. I hate him. Okay? This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Okay, the Lord hates you. He has righteous hatred. That's what indignation is. A righteous hatred. A justified hatred. Indignation against Esau, Edom, forever. Okay? Because they don't even sleep unless they do wickedness. They cause some type of mischief. They want to inconvenience you. They want to ridicule you, harass you, hurt you, kill you, rape, rob, destroy us. This is what they want to do. Okay? They do it to themselves. They do it to their own people. Okay? Esau, Edom is nothing but evil. His name means wasted away is he. Esau has to be destroyed. Okay? Cry about it. Cry about it like you always do. Okay? Even a fool is counted wise when he holdeth his peace. Roughly paraphrasing. That's what you should have been doing. But hey, Esau is enjoying his kingdom while he can right now. You know, that's to be expected from a carnal man such as himself. Alright, continuing in Romans. Verse 14. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with Yahawah? Yahawah forbid. Okay. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of Yahawah that showeth mercy. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. And that was accomplished, because what did the nations know Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI as? Al-Shadia, terrible demon-like power. They were scared. They feared him. Because they heard about what had happened in Egypt, how the sea was split for Israel to pass through, and then as the Egyptians tailed behind, they were swallowed up, and all the plagues that came upon Egypt. It's a famous story. Everybody knows it to this day. Okay, that's powerful. To this day, man. Thousands of years later, it's like probably the most famous story, like ever, the famous narrative ever. Okay, but because of pride, people still now, more so than ever, don't recognize and do not adhere and submit to Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI's power. This is why this is happening now. He's going to deliver us just as in Egypt before. Because this is spiritually Sodom and Egypt all over again. Babylon the great harlot. Babylon all over again as well. aka, so-called America. Okay? There's nothing new under the sun. Only difference is this is going to be the worst the worst. These are going to be the worst plagues, the worst sedition, the worst pestilences, the worst death and destruction, the worst famine. It's going to be all out hell. And this is going to be the end all be all. This will be our final captivity that we undergo. And this is why the Lord is doing it. The whole world will know Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, and we're not going to go into captivity anymore. And Esau, and as well as these heathens, are going to be put into slavery, and they will not be able to do whatever they want anymore. And after Esau serves his sentence, he will be exterminated. Verse 18. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will harden it. And whom he will, he harden it, like he hardened Pharaoh's heart. He didn't want to let the Israelites go. Okay, same thing with Esau. Esau's the brand new Pharaoh. Okay, he has mercy on who he wants to have mercy, and he will harden who he wants to harden. Okay, if he's not dealing with you, he's not dealing with you. Verse 19. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? Nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against Yahawah? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Hath not the potter power over the clay, of the same lump, to make one vessel unto honor, and another unto dishonor? Okay, there's the balance of good and evil. There's always good, there's always evil. Okay, 'tis your birth and faith that wrong you, not I. Okay. Okay, you made the decisions to forward our affliction. You make these decisions to continuously oppress and destroy us. Okay? You make the decision to continuously be a damn demon. To have all that pride to push this pseudoscience. To push your wicked devices and inventions. This is you. And yet you want to cry and try to act like you're the victim. Okay? The whole world is in your hands. And this is what you did with it. You're destroying it. And you want to talk about we need to move the space. Alright, you are the vessel of dishonor. And you hate YAHAWASHI Yahawashi. Okay? Verse 22. What if Yahweh, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, with long suffering, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, the wicked are fully set in their hearts to do wickedly, to do evil, roughly paraphrasing. And yet the Lord is long suffering, and you guys still continue in your wicked ways. And that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory. So this is all predestinated. Okay? He is dealing with the nation of Israel, Yasharallah. He's dealing with us, predominantly so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, as well as the speckled bird, which are those that look like whatever, but are really of the stock of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? Now, Isaiah 14 and 12 showing more of Esau's faith, his so-called faith. Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, meaning light bearer. Okay, which Yahawashi is the true bearer of light. However, Esau is in the power seat now. So he is the light bearer now, so to speak. Okay? Son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. That's another part of pride, actually. To claim to be Luciferians, right? Light bearers. You guys think you have the truth when you don't. You guys are demonic. You guys are evil. Okay? So you guys are Luciferians in name alone. Well, More like just because of of circumstance, not because of truth. Okay? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. Okay, he wants to pass the firmament. He wants to go into outer space. He wants to claim to, conduct a moon landing. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Bro, when I first read this shit was like scary to me. That someone is really like this on the planet Earth. I was like, oh shit. Like that kind of made me feel chills a bit. Because I'm like, oh my God, someone like that's crazy. That's very evil. And this is Esau Edom. He has his cloud machines making clouds, making artificial clouds. Or I should say unnatural clouds. You know? He thinks he can do whatever he wants. He wants to be God. He wants to play God. Alright? But guess what? Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Alright, like, is this the man whose hand was power given into to take peace from the earth? This is the guy, Esau Edom. Okay, it's going to get to that point. You're going to be sitting there in filth, in your own filth, in these slave rags, in captivity under our feet, kissing, licking the dust off of our boots, as the scriptures say. Alright? And even the other nations are going to look at you, look down on you. This piece of shit is the one that was in the power seat. Okay? This is the one that put fear in our hearts. That had all these bombs, these weapons of mass destruction. That had those miracles. That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. This was that merciless, strong-armed, just war demon. Okay? All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house, like I said in the previous lesson. You know, we're gonna rule in righteousness. These heathens are gonna have their own lands. Okay? They will serve us and they will worship YAHAWASHI. But they're gonna have their own spaces. We're not gonna heap unto us all nations like you did, like it says in Habakkuk 2. I believe chapter 2. Okay? We're not gonna have no goddamn Babylonian melting pot. Okay? Oh, diversity. Oh, love is love. No, we have enough diversity and love with amongst ourselves, amongst the Akim wa Akwatian. Shoot, the 1/3 has enough diversity already. The 1/3 already has diversity. Okay, why do you think it's the 1/3 elect that's going to bring back the nation in the first place? That's going to bring back the 2/3 after they get put to death with Babylon. Okay, we don't need that. We don't need these heathens. But they're going to be ruled with fairness from YAHAWASHI and Yahawadah and Yahawashi the 144,000, and the elect. And by virtue of that, Yasharallah altogether. Okay? So everyone in his own house, all the kings of the nations. But thou, Esau Edom, the damned devil, art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Okay, even down to your children. Okay. They'll be dashed against the stones, like the scriptures say. Okay. For I will rise up against them, saith YAHAWAH Yahawashi of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, and remnant, and son, and nephew, saith the Lord. I will also make it a possession for the bittern, and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. The Lord of hosts, YAHAWAH Yahawashi, hath sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand. And there's nothing you can do about it. And I think that's a good place to end it off right there. Alright. I pray that the lesson was edifying. Esau is through. Abad Babal. Very, very soon. Kwam Yasharallah. We got next. Shalom to the hopeful elect. And blessings, honor, glory, and power unto YAHAWAH wa Yahawashi. Shalom.